Building on the excitement, the scene where Jamie Lee Curtis performs her daring dance is one of the most talked about moments in the film. The choreography was intentionally bold, designed to surprise both the cast and the audience. During filming, Curtis pushed her limits, practicing tirelessly to perfect the move, which involved complex timing and trust. As she moved confidently, her performance broke conventional norms and challenged the typical portrayal of female characters in action movies. Her appearance in that scene sparked widespread reactions, with many viewers stunned by her openness and strength. Behind the scenes, the crew was impressed by her professionalism and willingness to attempt such a bold act. The helicopter stunt was another highlight, requiring meticulous planning and multiple safety measures. It involved a real helicopter flying low over the set, with Curtis executing precise movements while suspended in mid-air. The jet rental segment added authenticity, showing real aircraft in action, which contributed significantly to the film's adrenaline rush. Every element was carefully coordinated, making the scenes feel both thrilling and genuine. The controversies surrounding these scenes often centered on whether such displays of confidence empowered or objectified. Yet, it remains a memorable part of the film's legacy. As we delve deeper into the behind-the-scenes details, it becomes clear that Curtis's commitment and the daring nature of these scenes played a key role in shaping the movie's iconic status. In one of the most memorable scenes in the movie True Lies, Jamie Lee Curtis delivers a sexy and energetic dance aimed at Arnold Schwarzenegger, who plays her husband in the film. This scene is well known for its humor and physical comedy, showcasing her acting talent and ability to entertain. Many viewers remember how she confidently performs the dance, adding a playful and bold moment to the movie. What many people don't realize is that during the filming of this dance scene, something unexpected occurred. Instead of the planned routine, Jamie Lee Curtis accidentally tripped or lost her footing, causing a brief moment of surprise on set. Despite the small mishap, she quickly recovered and continued her dance without breaking character. This moment added an authentic touch to the scene, making it feel more real and spontaneous. The scene is often remembered not just for its entertainment value, but for how Curtis's genuine reaction to the slip made it more relatable and funny. Over the years, fans have praised her for her professionalism and ability to handle unexpected moments with grace. Her performance in this dance scene remains a favorite among movie enthusiasts, highlighting her talent and willingness to take risks on screen. It shows how even in a carefully choreographed moment, unforeseen events can happen, and the effectiveness of an actor's ability to adapt quickly. This dance scene not only demonstrates Jamie Lee Curtis's charisma, but also her commitment to delivering memorable performances that resonate with audiences long after the film's release. During the filming of the movie True Lies, Jamie Lee Curtis faced one of the most challenging and risky moments of her acting career. When the production team prepared a scene that involved hanging from a helicopter high above the ocean, many might have chosen to use a stunt double for such a dangerous stunt. However, Jamie Lee Curtis decided otherwise. She was determined to perform the stunt herself, showing her bravery and dedication to her role. Despite the clear danger involved in hanging from a helicopter at such a height and over a vast body of water, she insisted on doing it personally. Her decision demonstrated her willingness to take risks and her strong commitment to bring authenticity to her performance. The scene required her to hang securely from the helicopter, which involved precise timing and trust in the safety measures in place. Her willingness to undertake this risky stunt added a real sense of excitement and realism to the film, impressing many viewers and colleagues. Doing her own stunt was a bold choice that reflected her courageous spirit and her desire to fully embody her character in every aspect of the film. This act of bravery became a memorable part of her career, showing her passion for her craft and her willingness to face danger head-on. Despite her fame, Jamie Lee Curtis has shown great bravery throughout her career. When she decided to act in a demanding scene, she was determined to do it herself. When director James Cameron suggested using a stunt double for a dangerous helicopter scene, Curtis refused. She believed that if Cameron was willing to film the scene while hanging from the helicopter, she should also be willing to attempt it herself. Her decision showed her courage and her trust in her own abilities. Curtis wanted to prove that she was ready to face danger and not hide behind a stunt double. Her bravery inspired many fans and colleagues, showing that she was not afraid to push herself to the limit. This act of daring moments is just one example of her strong spirit and commitment to her work. Curtis's willingness to face risk head-on made her stand out as an actress who values bravery. Her choice to do the scene herself reflects her belief in doing what is right and not backing down from challenges. This moment remains a testament to her fearless attitude and her dedication to her craft. Curtis's bravery continues to inspire others to face their fears and take on challenges with confidence. Since she is known for her dedication and strong work ethic, Jamie Lee Curtis showed her commitment when filming a challenging scene. When she learned that her co-star Cameron was going to be hanging from the door of a helicopter to get close-up shots, she asked him where he would be during the risky aerial filming. When Cameron told her he would be hanging from the helicopter door, Curtis felt inspired by his bravery and determination. She wanted to show her own dedication by matching his commitment, so she decided to do a similar stunt. To make it even more meaningful, Curtis chose her 36th birthday as the day to perform this daring act. She considered her birthday a special milestone and wanted to mark it with a memorable achievement. For weeks before the stunt, she practiced every move carefully. She trained both her mind and body to prepare for the physical demands and mental challenges of the risky scene. Curtis's focus was on safety and precision, making sure she was ready to handle the heights and the intensity of the moment. Her dedication to the stunt demonstrated her passion for the craft and her willingness to push her limits for a powerful performance. She worked hard to ensure that everything was perfect for her milestone birthday, showing her fans and colleagues that she takes her roles seriously. The scene became a symbol of her commitment to her work and her desire to deliver authentic and powerful performances. Her effort and bravery left a lasting impression on everyone involved in the project, inspiring others to push beyond their comfort zones as well. Curtis's determination on her birthday turned the stunt into a memorable event, highlighting her passion for acting and her personal dedication to her craft. On the day of the stunt, Jamie Lee Curtis demonstrated her courage and composure in a way that inspired everyone watching. As the helicopter prepared to accelerate, she did not show fear or hesitation, instead maintaining a steady focus on the task at hand. When the moment came, she faced the challenge head-on, her bravery shining through as she allowed the helicopter to reach speeds of 70 miles per hour. Despite the intense movement and the danger involved, Curtis remained calm, controlling her breathing and keeping her body steady. She pushed her limits, going beyond what was safe in order to complete the stunt successfully. Her determination and bravery showed her true character, making the moment a memorable demonstration of her ability to handle adversity. All those involved admired her fearless attitude as she proved her strength and resilience during this daring act. Jamie Lee Curtis's execution of the stunt stands out as a testament to her bravery and commitment to her craft, showing that she is willing to face danger head-on for her work or her passions. Her calmness under pressure and her willingness to take risks left a lasting impression. Tom Arnold played the role of Albert Gibson, a humorous sidekick in the movie True Lies. His character was known for making people laugh with his funny remarks and light-hearted personality, which added to the overall comedy of the film. Among the many scenes, one line became especially memorable to the audience, but interestingly, it was not part of the original script. Arnold decided to ad-lib, which means he improvised the line on the spot instead of reading it from the script. This spontaneous line came from Arnold's own experiences and feelings as he was going through troubles in his marriage at the time. His ability to turn personal challenges into comedy created a moment that fans still remember. The line captured the audience's attention because it felt genuine and funny, making the character even more relatable. Arnold's quick thinking and natural humor helped turn a simple scene into one that stood out, and that moment showed how actors can add something special when they bring their own personality into their work. His willingness to improvise shows his talent, and how he used his real-life emotions to make the movie more authentic and entertaining for viewers. The ad-lib line remains a standout part of the film, reminding everyone of Arnold's spontaneous humor and the power of acting in spontaneous moments. While sitting and talking casually, Gibson and Harry Tasker, played by Arnold Schwarzenegger, discussed their thoughts on suspicions of infidelity. During this conversation, Gibson shared a personal story about his divorce, revealing how bitter and difficult it was. He explained that after the divorce, his ex-wife took everything, leaving nothing behind for him. Among the many things that were taken, he specifically mentioned the ice cube trays from the freezer. This small detail about the ice cube trays became a memorable part of the story because it showed how difficult the divorce was, and how even the smallest belongings could become symbols of loss. Tom Arnold, known for his comedic humor, humorously responded with a joke involving Ice Cube, the rapper and actor. He made a joke implying that Gibson's story about losing the Ice Cube trays could be connected to Ice Cube, the rapper. The joke lightened the mood and added a humorous twist to the conversation. This moment highlights how people sometimes use humor to handle serious or emotional topics, and it shows how even small things like Ice Cube trays can become part of a funny story. The interaction emphasizes how personal experiences and humor can connect, giving a glimpse into the characters' personalities and the way they cope with life's challenges. After going through a difficult and very public divorce from Roseanne Barr, Tom Arnold found humor even in his personal struggles. During this challenging time, Arnold made a joke about his Ice Cube trays, which might sound trivial but reflected his attempt to find laughter amid emotional pain. He shared this story with director James Cameron, someone he trusted and hoped to connect with through humor. Cameron immediately saw that there was something funny and relatable in Arnold's story, and decided to include it in a film, turning a personal experience into comedy for a wider audience. This moment shows how Arnold used comedy to deal with his personal life, turning a tough situation into something lighthearted. It also illustrates how stories from real life can inspire movies and make audiences laugh while also giving a glimpse into the actor's own experiences. Arnold's ability to transform a private, painful moment into a humorous scene demonstrates his talent for comedy and resilience in the face of personal adversity. Through this story, many people learned that humor can be a way to cope with difficult times, and that even life's toughest moments can be turned into something funny and shared with others. When filming True Lies, director James Cameron wanted to make the action scenes as realistic as possible. Instead of using fake models or special effects alone, he insisted on using real military jets. To achieve this, the filmmakers rented 3 Marine Harrier fighter jets from the U.S. government. The Marine Harrier is a powerful aircraft known for its ability to take off and land vertically, making it ideal for high-stakes action scenes. However, using these real jets was very expensive, costing around $100,000 for each hour that the jets flew. This high cost was due to the need for the jet's pilots, fuel, and the aircraft's maintenance and care during filming. Despite the expense, Cameron believed that the authenticity of using actual fighter jets would bring a level of realism that special effects could not match. This decision added a layer of excitement and danger to the movie, as viewers could see genuine aircraft performing dramatic maneuvers. The use of real military jets in the film set a new standard for action movies and showed the commitment to realism that James Cameron wanted to achieve. It also demonstrated the high level of cooperation and trust between the film production and the U.S. military, which was willing to lend such powerful aircraft for a Hollywood movie. Overall, the use of real military jets, particularly the Marine Harriers, played a significant role in making True Lies an unforgettable action film. It showcased the impressive capabilities of these jets and the dedication of everyone involved in making the scenes both exciting and believable. Although Jamie Lee Curtis is a renowned actress known for her roles in many movies, she also has a notable connection to the world of action and spy genres through her performances and the characters she has portrayed. In the film True Lies, she worked alongside actors who played characters involved in covert operations and secret missions. One key character in the movie, played by Charlton Heston, was named Spencer Trilby. This character was inspired by the iconic Marvel Comics figure Nick Fury, who is famous for leading a secret government agency. Like Nick Fury, Spencer Trilby wore an eye patch, which made him easily recognizable and symbolized his experience and toughness. Trilby was shown to be a leader of a secret organization tasked with fighting terrorism and protecting national security. His role was that of a commanding figure who worked behind the scenes, coordinating efforts to keep the country safe from dangerous enemies. This character's depiction drew on the popular image of a no-nonsense, authoritative figure with a mysterious past, much like Nick Fury. The use of the eye patch and the leadership role highlighted the character's strength and resilience, qualities often admired in action film heroes. This reference to Marvel's Nick Fury added a layer of intrigue and connection to the comic book world, blending Hollywood storytelling with comic book inspiration. The character of Spencer Trilby served as a memorable element in the film, representing the clandestine world of national security and the ongoing fight against terrorism. Through this character, audiences could see the influence of comic book imagery and character archetypes reflected in Hollywood movies, emphasizing heroism, secrecy, and leadership. Jamie Lee Curtis's work in films like True Lies often involved portraying characters that were part of these high-stakes, action-packed plots. although she was not directly related to the character Spencer Trilby. Nonetheless, the character's design and background added depth to the film's theme of espionage and heroic resilience. In summary, Spencer Trilby, played by Charlton Heston in True Lies, was a character inspired by Marvel's Nick Fury, recognizable by his eye patch, and leadership of a covert agency fighting terrorism, symbolizing strength and secrecy in the fight to protect the nation. Although this request asked about actress Jamie Lee Curtis, the provided summary relates to Arnold Schwarzenegger and his training for a tango scene in the movie True Lies. Therefore, I will focus solely on the information given and elaborate on Arnold Schwarzenegger's tango training without adding any new details. Firstly, Schwarzenegger knew that performing a convincing tango was essential for his role, and began intense training to master the dance. He devoted 6 months to practicing every day, eager to develop the skills needed to perform confidently and gracefully. His training involved working closely with professional instructors who guided him through the complex steps and movements of tango dancing. Arnold was determined to achieve a performance that matched the high standards set by film actors before him. He took inspiration from Al Pacino's famous tango scene in the movie Scent of a Woman. Arnold watched that scene carefully, studying Pacino's precise footwork, emotional expression, and overall control. His goal was not just to copy Pacino, but to surpass his mastery of the dance. The rigorous practice and desire to improve pushed Schwarzenegger to refine his technique continually. During this period, he faced many challenges, from learning the intricate steps to expressing emotion through movement. Yet, he remained steadfast, motivated by his commitment to his role. Over time, his hard work paid off, and Arnold transformed from a beginner into a skilled dancer. The culmination of his efforts was a confident, fluid, and elegant tango performance that added a memorable touch to the film. His dedication demonstrated his willingness to go beyond physical action scenes and embrace the artistry of dance. Schwarzenegger's mastery of tango not only impressed his colleagues, but also showed his versatility as an actor who could take on various challenges on set. His training process became a testament to the discipline required to succeed in performing arts, especially in such a demanding dance. This intense preparation experience speaks volumes about his work ethic and dedication to his craft. Even though his main fame came from action movies, his ability to learn and perform tango convincingly made a lasting impression and contributed to his reputation as a versatile actor willing to take on different roles with seriousness. Epic effort in learning the tango helped Schwarzenegger deliver a performance that was both confident and graceful, highlighting his adaptability and commitment. There was a planned scene in a movie featuring Harry Tasker that was ultimately cut from the final version. This scene was supposed to show how Harry acquired his grenades for a confrontation with terrorists. In the original script, a woman named Juno Skinner was involved in the scene. She was supposed to place a grenade between Helen's legs, creating a tense and dramatic moment that would have added to the suspense of the story. However, the scene was removed before filming was completed. The reason for cutting it was mainly to improve the pacing of the movie, making the story flow better without this particular sequence. This scene would have given viewers more insight into the dangerous and intense situations Harry Tasker faces, emphasizing the suspense and action of the film. Instead, the final version of the movie left out this detail, focusing on other parts of the story. The idea of including such a scene suggests the film originally aimed to portray a more graphic and edgy view of the hero's encounters with villains. Despite being cut, the knowledge of this planned scene remains an interesting piece of behind-the-scenes information, revealing how filmmakers often have different ideas during the editing process, and how scenes are sometimes removed to better serve the overall story flow. The scene involving Juno Skinner and the grenade placement was never shown in the final cut, but it hints at the intense and dangerous situations Harry Tasker was prepared for in his missions. This piece of information enhances understanding of the film's development and the choices made during editing. It also reflects the tension and action that were central to the movie. Even if some scenes had to be sacrificed for pacing reasons, the final product focused on delivering action and suspense through other scenes, leaving the original, more graphic ideas unrealized but still part of the movie's planning history. Thinking about James Cameron's humor, many people do not realize that he personally rewrote all the funny parts of the movie True Lies. When he saw that the writers he hired were not able to create the comedy he wanted, he decided to do it himself. He believed that humor was an important part of making the film more enjoyable and entertaining, Because of his efforts, the film turned out to be a perfect blend of action and comedy. Cameron's sense of humor was not just a small addition, but an important feature that added a special touch to the story. His ability to mix laughter into intense scenes surprised many viewers and critics alike. The humor helped make the movie more memorable and allowed audiences to connect with the characters on a different level. Cameron's attention to detail and his desire to get things just right showed his commitment to making a well-rounded film. This unusual step, personally rewriting the comedy parts, showed his talent and dedication to filmmaking. It also proved that he believed humor could enhance even the most action-filled movies, making them more fun and engaging for everyone. As a result, True Lies became a popular film, partly because of Cameron's unique sense of humor, which managed to surprise and delight many viewers. Certainly, Tom Arnold almost didn't get his role as Albert Gibson because of his troubled public image at that time. The studio 20th Century Fox was hesitant and opposed his casting because of the messy divorce from Roseanne Barr, which had brought negative attention to Arnold. They were concerned that his personal issues might affect the film and its reputation. Despite these concerns, director James Cameron believed in Arnold's talent and insisted on casting him for the part. Cameron understood that Arnold was a talented actor and that his personal life did not define his acting ability. He stood firm against the studio's objections, advocating for Arnold and pushing to include him in the film. Arnold's commitment to the role and Cameron's support eventually helped him secure the part, showing that sometimes a director's confidence can override studio worries about an actor's past problems. This casting decision became a notable story in Hollywood, illustrating how strong leadership and belief in an artist can influence big projects despite controversy. Arnold's performance as Albert Gibson proved his ability and contributed to his career, overcoming the obstacles related to his personal life and reputation at that time. After the film True Lies, Eliza Dushku came forward with serious allegations about her experience as a child performer on set. She described feeling uncomfortable and upset about certain incidents that happened during the production. Dushku said that a cast member behaved inappropriately towards her, which caused her distress and concern at the time. She also spoke about how the safety measures during a stunt were not properly followed, resulting in her getting injured. She believed that the set's negligence and lack of proper oversight made her injuries worse and left her feeling unsafe. These allegations brought attention to the treatment of young actors on movie sets and raised questions about how productions protect their child performers. Her revelations added to the ongoing conversation about the importance of making sets a safer environment for everyone, especially young people. Dushku's courage to speak out highlighted the need for change and to ensure that children working in the entertainment industry are treated with respect and care. Her story remains an important reminder of the impact that experience on set can have, both physically and emotionally. During her memorable dance scene, Jamie Lee Curtis experienced a slip and fall that caught everyone's attention. However, this fall was not an accident, but something planned in advance. She was wearing high heels, which made the dance more challenging and added a touch of glamour to the scene. Instead of stopping or showing embarrassment, Curtis kept going and continued dancing confidently. Her ability to carry on despite the fall impressed the director, James Cameron, who liked the authenticity it brought to the scene. Cameron decided to keep the genuine reactions and the fall in the final cut of the movie, making the scene more realistic and memorable. Curtis's professionalism and dedication showed through as she handled the slip with grace, adding a fun and surprising moment to the film. This incident became a well-known story among fans, showcasing her skill and commitment to her role. It also demonstrated how sometimes unscripted moments can improve a scene and bring a sense of realism that audiences appreciate. Curtis's quick thinking and perseverance made her performance even more impressive, and the scene remains a favorite among viewers who enjoy seeing genuine moments on screen. Her ability to remain calm and continue dancing despite the fall made her stand out as a talented and dedicated actress. The scene ultimately added charm to the film and showed a side of Curtis that fans admired. It is a reminder that even in unexpected moments, professionalism and confidence can turn a stumble into a memorable part of a performance. After the success of True Lies, many fans and filmmakers hoped for a sequel that would continue the story and bring more exciting action scenes. The movie had been popular because it combined humor, adventure, and a story about a secret agent protecting his family. Because of this success, there were plans to make a follow-up film to build on the themes and characters. However, everything changed after the tragic events of September 11, 2021. The terrorist attacks made the ideas of terrorism and action themes in movies much more sensitive and controversial. Studios and creators became very cautious about the kinds of stories they wanted to tell, especially those involving terrorists or similar themes, to avoid offending or upsetting audiences who had experienced the real horror of terrorism. Because of these new concerns, the plans for a True Lies sequel were put on hold and eventually canceled. The impact of 9/11 shaped the entertainment industry in many ways, making certain types of movies less popular or considered inappropriate for a time. Despite the film's initial success, and the hunger for a sequel, the changing world, and the need to be respectful of real-life events made it impossible to move forward with that project. As a result, fans had to wait longer for new action movies, and recognize how much world events can influence what movies are made and shown. However, I believe there might be some confusion here. The summary provided is about Arnold Schwarzenegger's near-death experience involving a large passenger jet during an action sequence, and does not relate to actress Jamie Lee Curtis. Since the instruction asks to create a detailed text about Jamie Lee Curtis based on the summary given, it is important to note that the summary information does not match the subject. If you want, I can craft a story or information about Jamie Lee Curtis using only the details available about her. Or if you'd prefer, I can clarify or expand upon the summary regarding Schwarzenegger's experience. Please specify how you'd like to proceed. Without delay, it is known that Jamie Lee Curtis does not have any direct connection to the forgotten video game based on True Lies, which was released in 1994. Instead, focusing on the game itself, it was developed by a major studio and was supposed to bring the action-packed scenes and witty dialogue of the movie to the gaming world. However, the game failed to meet expectations because it did not successfully capture the excitement and humor that made the film popular. The game's graphics and gameplay were considered lackluster, and many players felt that it was not engaging or fun to play. As a result, the game did not sell well, and quickly faded into obscurity. Despite the film's success, the video game was largely forgotten because it did not offer players the same thrill or entertainment as the movie. Over time, game collectors and enthusiasts might still stumble upon it, but it remains a minor and largely ignored part of gaming history. Its failure serves as a reminder that translating a popular movie into a game requires more than just copying scenes. It needs innovative gameplay and a true sense of the film's spirit. Despite her wide recognition and successful acting career, Jamie Lee Curtis was involved in a controversy related to the film True Lies. The movie faced backlash because of how it portrayed Arab and Middle Eastern characters. Many viewers and critics felt that the film relied on stereotypes, especially with the depiction of Arab and Middle Eastern characters as villains or terrorists. Art Malik played a character named Salim Abu Aizi, and his performance was criticized for leaning heavily on stereotypical traits that reinforced negative views about Arabs and Middle Eastern people. This portrayal upset many people because it promoted a one-dimensional view and did not accurately reflect the diversity and complexity of individuals from that region. The criticism focused on how the film used these stereotypes to build its story, which many believed contributed to misunderstandings and unfair perceptions. Curtis, being part of the film, became associated with this controversial depiction, which sparked conversations about how Hollywood movies handle different cultures and ethnicities. Overall, the backlash highlighted the need for better representation and more respectful portrayals of Middle Eastern characters in movies, emphasizing that accurate and diverse depictions can help counteract harmful stereotypes. Despite her fame and experience, Jamie Lee Curtis did not have a role in the bathroom fight scene involving Harry Tasker. That scene was originally planned to be longer and more intense, aiming to create a powerful and memorable moment in the film. However, the filmmakers decided to scale it back because they feared that making it too long or too intense might overwhelm the audience. They wanted to keep the scene exciting, but avoid overwhelming viewers with too much action at once. The shorter version that was used still provided a sense of excitement and tension, but it lacked the original scene's full impact and intensity. As a result, the scene became more about quick, sharp action rather than a drawn-out, dramatic confrontation. This decision helped keep the film balanced, making sure the audience stayed engaged without feeling overwhelmed by overly intense content. Nonetheless, fans of the film often comment on how the original, more detailed fight scene might have added to the shock and excitement. In the end, the filmmakers chose to prioritize story flow and audience comfort over creating a more extreme fight scene. Jamie Lee Curtis, known for her roles in other films, was not involved in this particular scene, but contributed significantly to the overall success of the movie with her acting talents. The decision to shorten the fight scene remains a point of discussion among fans and critics who wonder how the longer version would have changed the film's overall tone. Still, the edited scene successfully kept viewers engaged and added to the film's energy without crossing the line into overwhelming content. Ultimately, the scene serves as an example of how filmmakers often have to make tough choices to balance storytelling, action, and audience experience. The importance of pacing and timing in action scenes showcases how even a small change can influence the entire feel of a movie. This decision illustrates that even the most intense moments must be carefully managed to maintain the film's rhythm and ensure that listeners stay connected to the story. Many viewers appreciate the shorter fight scene for its clarity and swift pacing, though some still wonder how the original longer scene might have impacted the movie's overall intensity and emotional impact. The scene also highlights how creative decisions shaped the final cut, balancing spectacle with storytelling to produce a compelling viewing experience.